Hey math kids, today we're going to talk about polynomial equality. And it says find constants A, B, and C. Given that we have these. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to multiply the thing on the right side. So we multiply that, it's ax cubed, multiply that, plus bx squared, plus cx, plus 3ax squared, and I'll just come down here, plus 3bx plus 3c. Alright, now we're going to group them based on their powers of x. So we have ax cubed, and then our x squareds are going to be 3a plus b x squared, and then plus 3bc x, and then plus 3c. Alright, now we're going to take each piece, and since this is x cubed, this is x cubed, we get the equation a equals 4. Since this is x squared and this is x squared, we get the equation 3a plus b equals 10, and negative x and this, so we get 3bc equals negative 1, and 3c and 15. So 3c equals 15. Alright, and we're just trying to find a, b, and c. We found a. C is pretty easy to find. So now we just need to find b. So we really could use either of the other two to find it. So I'm just going to plug in the a right here. So I get 3 times 4 plus b equals 10. 12 plus b equals 10. Minus 12 minus 12. B equals negative 2. And that's it for that one. Okay. Find constants a and b if z to the 4th plus 9 equals z squared plus az plus 3, z squared plus bz plus 3. Okay. So we're going to have to multiply this out again. So we're going to do this. You get z to the 4th plus bz cubed then I'm going to multiply this one, and that's going to be a z to the 3rd, so a z to the 3rd plus ab z squared plus 3az, and then multiply everything by 3, so it's going to be 3z squared plus 3bz plus 9. Alright, I tried to line these up with columns, so you get z to the 4th plus a plus b z cubed plus 6 plus ab z squared plus 3a plus 3b z plus 9. Alright, so this one we're going to set up kind of in a similar way, but we got to remember that there really is a z3, z squared, and z term, but they're all set equal to 0. So this one doesn't give us much information, the z to the 4th, because that's just going to be 1 equals 1. That's not super helpful. Now, the z to the 3rd is 0 over here, but over here it's a plus b. Now the z squared is also 0, and that's 6 plus ab. The z is also 0, and that's 3a plus 3b. And then the 9 just tells us that 9 equals 9. So not helpful, not helpful, but we could use the first equation, subtract b, and so that we know a is equal to negative b. So I'm going to replace down here 6 plus negative b times b. And let me get rid of some of this stuff so we have more room. We actually don't need this either. Okay, so if we do negative b times b, this is going to become 6 minus b squared, and it's still equal to 0 over here. So I'm going to add this over here. We get 6 is equal to b squared, square root, and so b is equal to the square root of 6. Okay. And that would mean that a is equal to negative square root of 6 because of this. Okay. And that's it. Okay, now we have 2x plus 3 and x minus 1. And we're told that they are factors of this. Okay, they want us to find constants a and b. Okay. So what we can do, we know that like if we multiply this out, if we multiply this by this, we're going to get 3 times negative 1 for like our constant term. And if we need that to multiply by some other things, we know that overall it's going to have to multiply by another negative 1. And so we know that there's going to be, so if we multiply this by, and if we multiply the first ones, we're going to get 2x squared. And so we're missing like an x squared term, so we know it needs to be multiplied by x squared. And then there's going to be some number in between that. So we know that this could be represented by 2x plus 3, x minus 1, x squared plus cx minus 1. So that's equal to the thing underlined in green. Now we introduced another constant, but we don't really know what that is, and so we just had to do that. Okay, now we're going to multiply this out. So 2x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 3. So that's just this thing. 2x squared plus x minus 3. Then I'm going to rewrite this. X squared plus cx minus 1. Okay, we multiply it out. 2x to the 4th plus 2cx cubed minus 2x squared. Now multiply everything by x. X cubed plus cx squared minus x. Now multiply everything by negative 3. Negative 3x squared minus 3cx plus 3. And then 2x to the 4th. We have two terms with x cubed. So it's going to be 2c plus 1 x cubed. And then plus, let's see, negative 2, negative 3 will make negative 5. And then we also have the c. So c minus 5 x squared. And then plus negative x, negative 3c. No. Negative 3c minus 1x plus 3. Okay. So now we need to set up equations comparing this. So let me get rid of what we don't need. We don't need any of this or this or really that either. Okay, we see 2x to the 4th, 2x to the 4th. That doesn't really help us. But then we see with the x cubed, we can write a is equal to 2c plus 1. And we can also see that negative 3 is equal to c minus 5. And we can also see that 6 is equal to negative 3c minus 1. Okay, and I think that's all we need. Okay, so what we should do first, I'm going to use this equation to find c. So I'm just going to add 5 over here, and that means c equals 2. Okay, and then from there, oh wait, that was a b, not a 6. Okay, that's why I was kind of confused. This was a b. Okay, now I can plug in the 2 here. Negative 3 times 2 minus 1. That's negative 6 minus 1, negative 7 is equal to b. And then I can plug in the c up there. A is equal to 2 times 2 plus 1. 4 plus 1, which is 5, which is a. So we found a and b, which is all we were required to find, I think. Let's see, find the constants. Oh, and then they want us to find all the zeros. So we're done with the constants. And then if we go back, I erased it, but if we go back, I'll write it down again. So there was a point where we had 2x plus 3 times x minus 1 times x squared plus cx minus 1. Now we know what c is now. We know that c is 2. So we can replace that. And they want us to write down all the zeros. So what that means is we're going to set each of these factors equal to 0. So 2x plus 3 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0. And x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. So let's get some room. Okay, these first two are pretty quick. Just some basic algebra. So there's one of our zeros. There's another one. Now we can try to t-factor this, but it's not going to work. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So simplify this. Eight can be written as 4 times 2 and then 2 times 2. Pair of 2's comes out, so it's 2 root 2. Those can be divided by 2, so we get negative 1 plus or minus root 2. And so everything circled in blue are roots. Alright. And that's everything for this video. If you need additional help, please come to Math Lab. Until then, calculator.